From Florida's Gulf Coast, where sun-kissed waves inspire us, welcome to this edition of Talent Talk and Strategy Stroll, where we navigate the intersections of talent optimization and business strategy with wit, wisdom, and a dash of sibling rivalry. I am your co-host, Mary Stockwell, joined by my brother, a Hemingway lookalike and a seasoned business coach and talent strategist, Tim Stockwell. Good morning, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing great, Mayor. Good morning. And I hope you guys get a chance to warm up there a little bit.
Yeah, it is a little chilly here for us in Tampa in the low 50s. So we're bundled up. Yeah. I got Pebbles all bundled up in her winter garb when we're out. So we're good doing
good. Good. Well, our only saving grace living in Florida is we know this will be a fleeting moment of chilly weather.
That's right. So we want to start today with our Roots Run Deep story, a Christmas memory. Tim, what comes to your mind as a standout Christmas memory?
Wow, we had quite a few. So it was an interesting time growing up. But I remember with 6 kids and parents and a dog, and I think we had a cat at that time, to save room in the living room. Our older brother Van devised what was then a unique flat Christmas tree. I don't know if you remember that, but he built like a frame out of 1x3 wood and put it together. And then we scavenged around some Christmas tree lots and took all the castaway branches, and Van tied all those up to the Christmas tree shaped flat thing. And we were able to put it right on the wall, instead of me having a great big Christmas tree with all those kids in that tiny room. But we always had a good time.
It was so cool. And boy, oh boy, if you would have patented that, because those type of hanging trees have become quite popular.
Is that right? I haven't seen that, but that's space
it's
saving.
Popular for condominium owners and that, they come all stringed and lighted.
Yeah.
So
what about you? What about you?
I think I think one of my most fondest memories, although I have many, was, as you know, and maybe some of our listeners know too, our father passed away at Christmas time in 1971. And in 1978, my mother had paid off all of the hospital bills and treated us all to a beautiful 7-day Caribbean cruise, which was the first one for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And it was made it was extra special. We had a great time, but something that was memorable and likely improbable occurred. And we were eating dinner one evening, and across the dining room on the ship, all of a sudden my mother stands up and she's looking over there, and we're all kind of looking like, "Man, what are you doing? Sit down." We were panicky little kids, and just got up and walked straight across the room. And at the very same time, this man stood up and embraced her. And all of a sudden, Mom's like motioning us to come over, like, come on over. And so we're like, So anyways, we went over, and lo and behold, it was Dr. Guevara, who was Dad's doctor.
That was his heart doctor.
His heart doctor. And here I was just right now, I'm just having goosebumps thinking about that. So improbable, but yet so full circle.
Yeah.
It was really pretty amazing. So that really does stand out to me as, I think for Mom, something that was really filled with gratitude for her and for Dr. Guevara to see us kind of grown up.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing, because he saw us for many years as youngsters.
Yes,
and that was cool. And then to meet his family too. That was very cool.
That family knew about us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
there was some fun, interesting things happened during that period of time. Yeah. But Mayor, to your point, because I love that story, and I hadn't really thought about that in a long time. But as you mentioned, after Mom paid off all the bills, I think that's an important part from us, from a family lesson kind of thing. Because she could have easily filed bankruptcy. I mean, it was substantial hospital bills at the time. I mean, huge bills. But she chose to honor our father by paying all those off.
Yeah, herself.
So yeah, it was a very moving time.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that little stroll down memory lane. It was so fun and joyous, and it fills my heart with joy and gratitude today going through that.
Yeah, yeah, it was great stuff.
For those memories. So let's recap the last episode that we had, which was unlocking leadership insights and navigating success challenges in the future with our guest Ron Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
I think
want
it was great. It was great having Ron on. I mean, his insights were terrific, especially as, you know, I think we talked about that integration of data and the neuroscience, which both he and you are using now in your coaching processes. So I thought that was great, and how organizations may be able to benefit by using some of those data-driven strategies and insights to help drive a different kind of change or accelerate the change, especially as it applies to their leadership effectiveness. I thought that was a very key point in it. It was one of the other ones I think where he had his insights on diversity and inclusion in leadership development and how to go about it, and how that neuroscience process is really integrated to that, and the recognition of the importance of it in leadership. So I think that you know, we had a great discussion around that. And then last, I think, was just the recognition of leadership development as a strategic imperative. You know, how do you create a strategic plan to invest in your leadership development in order to be ready for the next phase of what might be happening? And I think there's just some great useful tools for leadership development that maybe we'll talk about a little later on.
Absolutely.
What do you think? Huh?
Well, I thought that the insights collectively highlighted the value of holistic and adaptable approach to leadership development with incorporating data, diverse experiences, and a focus on inclusivity to foster high performance teams. I thought it was a great discussion. I really enjoy Ron as a person and as a coach, and I like the way that he goes about things. So I was really honored to have Ron on. In fact, we've invited him back for
That's right. Yeah.
Another session to continue our discussion. So we'll be doing that in the new year.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a great session.
It was a good session.
Incredible.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to talk with.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig into this episode, episode 8, season 1, episode 8, gratitude for the past and for the future.
It's a good way to look at it, Mary.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So Tim, let's have a little discussion about what could be done differently to accelerate big organizational change for our clients.
Well, there's really quite a few, but if I had to narrow it down, I'd have to focus on when we do the engagement survey, you know, kind of test the waters as to how people are feeling within organizations. And we've done that several times this year with clients, is to help them be able to sift through the results of that and how people are feeling and the areas that need to be changed within the organization, and help them drive that change sooner rather than later. I think we saw that, especially with a couple of the situations where we were able to jump on that, help them organize their teams to examine it, and then get started quickly addressing those issues. It made a big difference. You know, I think we see that in that several of the year-over-year results of some of our clients. Your thoughts?
Well, I have kind of maybe 3 key points here. 2 of them relating to building deeper relationships. So I think putting our hats in a different way. So shifting from expert to collaborator, seeing ourselves as partners in the change process, fostering trust and mutual learnings. I think we do a really good job of that, but I think we could do a better job of that, and empowering our clients to take ownership we certainly, it would have helped us create more sustainable results. So I know we talk about this a lot, walking hand in hand.
Mhm.
Some clients really like that and they want that and others don't. But to have stickiness and to build deeper relationships, I think walking hand in hand in the future will be helpful. I
I
think,
like that. I like the way that you described that, Mary, moving from expert to, a collaborator. Let's figure out what they truly want and let's walk that path with them, but help them to accelerate it. Good point there.
um, and I think that it's just through my PQ coaching, I have a different understanding the human factor, focusing on emotions, motivations, and organizational culture, in addition to, of course, sharing our technical expertise. I think can and will result in deeper impact. I think my third thing, so prioritizing measurable results. So moving on the feel good results, right? So setting clear and measurable goals aligned with the client objectives and tracking the progress throughout the engagement could have made the impact or interventions more tangible. Again, sometimes we balance a fine line there as to what the client wants to do and how they want to walk or run.
That's right.
But I think in our initial discussions and proposals, even if we have discussions around, we will be measuring those results for you. We will allow you, together we will create the measuring stick, and together we'll measure.
I like that. I like that. It's a good way to do it. It's kind of like, what I always tell my kids, Mayor, is when they come to me with an issue, I just start with, all right, what would you like me to do? Would you like me just to listen to you? Would you like my advice? Or would you like me to tell you what to do? And I think that's a little bit more of that collaborative nature that you talked about that we could use a little more in 24.
Yeah, I could do a little bit more of that in 24, and not to say what we've been doing has been wrong. I think that I think there's got to be a good balance of both, right? So,
Yeah.
and not to mention the fact that it's fun. We like working shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
We like rolling up our sleeves. We like being collaborative and really driving success from a, shoulder to shoulder way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's those are all important elements. You're right. I mean, it's not that we did anything wrong. It was just a way to be able to help. Again, as we always try to focus on how do we help our clients accelerate the results they're looking for. There's a lot of different pathways to do that, and that's where I think we'll spend a lot more time in 24.
And I think lastly on that, Tim, is more time in person with our clients. So I think when you're in person, you have an ability to drive things a little bit differently.
Absolutely.
Again, I think there has to be a balance for us with virtual and on-site, but more on-sites might be helpful for certain clients. Other clients, it won't be all right. So we'll have to have a balance with that and figure that out.
Absolutely.
So let's shift a little bit, Tim.
All right.
What were 3 highlights for 2023 for you in Meritas?
3.
3.
Okay, 3. Narrow it down to 3.
Narrow, yeah.
Well, I think I'm still always amazed and fascinated when we do the very basic elements and where we start with the behavioral assessments and how many aha moments come out of that for individuals is a recognition of what they've kind of always felt about themselves, but they didn't know how to express it. And I think, especially when we're doing those one-on-ones, it's a great time. And then when we gather as a group with our clients and they begin to share some of those insights with the others, I love it because the room just lights up with those aha moments. So I think that's one. The second one is kind of goes along with that because once those assessments are completed, and we're able to overlay the business objectives that the leadership team has come up with, or the manager has come up with, and the recognition of such a visual representation of what they've known, what's been working and what's not. And they can tell that very quickly in terms of, this is why we're struggling. And it's literally like minutes of that visualization of it. So I think that those are two. And the last one I think is, as we see clients embrace the changes that they can make and open it up, and people are just simply more satisfied with coming to work and performing the work that they do. And I think for me personally, I have a very grateful and a lot of gratitude for watching people make those changes and then embedding those changes into their life. It's just a wonderful thing to see.
I enjoy seeing those things too, Tim. And I came at this in a little bit different perspective. So I chose to think about this question, highlights for Meritas, like for us as a company, and not so much related to the customer. So it's going to be a great balance.
Mhm.
So I think a highlight for me was launching our podcast,
Mhm.
Talent Talk and Strategy Stroll. It's been a lot of fun. I was nervous doing it at first and wasn't sure how much I would enjoy it, but I think that I've now settled into a comfort zone and letting go of the controls a little bit, but having fun with it.
Yeah.
And I think it's making a great impact where our feedback is very positive.
Yeah.
It's fun to do. And I think it's educational and informative. And again, a little wisdom.
Yeah. You know me, I like the wit part. I like the laughter part.
Right. And I think the second thing for me is our dedication to lifelong learning as a team. So Meritas was one of the first PI partners to complete the 12-week PI Academy program, which we were called out on, which I think was great. And I became a trained positive intelligence coach, a PQ coach. Highlights for me. I think the third one was guiding clients through significant cultural issues by aligning their people to their strategy through designing winning teams, hiring the right people for the right roles, and inspiring them to achieve more than they thought they could possibly do. By doing so, we saw substantial improvements in their employee engagement scores. So a blend of, these are measurable tactics and things that we did. So those were my highlights in 20.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, you did. I'm glad, and I'm glad to see too, just both of us opening up to be able to have fun conversations about the work we do and our clients.
Yeah. So Tim, what are you most excited for 2024?
Well, I think two things. I'm going to take the additional intelligence training early next year and become certified. And I'm very excited about that opportunity. Insights. I see the changes that it's created in you and that you've allowed to change. I think you've absorbed that really well. It's brilliant. And I'm also excited about the new product that Predictive Index is going to roll out. I think this will be the well-rounding tool that a lot of companies have been asking for in order to be able to help managers on a day-to-day basis work with their team. And I'm very excited to get that rolled out.
It's one of the things on my list too, Tim. I think the launch of I'll just call it a performance management tool that integrates seamlessly with other PI modules. It is going to be a game changer for every level, right?
Absolutely.
And right at your desktop. So I'm excited about that too. As you know, Meritas is a pilot partner, so we have some inside knowledge as to what this product really looks like. We've kicked the tires, we've pulled back the onion, and we can say that we're seriously excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited for the first quarter.
A couple other things that I'm excited about is building and leveraging networks. collaborating with other consultants, coaches, and experts in their field to help us expand our reach, broaden our perspectives, and open new opportunities for impactful work.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about that, so I think it will play an important role in 2024. I also look forward to graduating the first Meritas Leadership Academy class.
Very good. That will be exciting.
That will be super exciting. And another thing that I'm really excited about is incorporating the positive intelligence or the PQ coaching into our core offerings. It'll be a 6-week coach-led program, and coach-led and app-driven program that will be kicking off January 2nd. So super excited about those changes and additions, really. So a lot to be excited about, a lot to share with our network, a lot to be grateful for.
Absolutely. Yeah. And new clients.
New
Always
clients.
opportunity for new clients. So we're always excited
Absolutely.
about it.
We're looking forward to that too, of course.
Yeah. So, Mary, I think that, one of the things I think it goes without saying is if, folks out there are looking to harness the power of talent optimization to help you accelerate your business goals. I mean, to help you understand how to work with a team, create a team, work with a team, and then accelerate those results. Just reach out to us. We really are experts and now are newly coined collaborators in talent optimization. We would look forward to just having a discussion. So if you want to have a discussion about it and just talk about your situation, we've got just a promo going for early next year to kickstart your talent optimization journey. Give us a call. We'll work through things, or send us a note, mention a promo code of 2024. And we're going to go ahead and get started with you with just a brief discussion about what your needs are and whether there's some opportunity for us to help you accelerate that change. So, Mayor, with that, I think I hope that folks enjoyed this episode of Talent Talk and Strategy Stroll. We welcome all your calls. We love the discussions that this is generating. And you can always connect with us on LinkedIn, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and you can reach out to me at 816-522-4777 or Mayor at 727-260-2085, or direct message either one of us. We'd love to have a conversation with you about how we can help you accelerate your talent optimization journey.
And I think it's important, Tim, there to also, have a discussion about value, the value that top talent optimization can bring to your organization, quickly, and the value that we as consultant and collaborators bring to your organization. The value is what we want to drive home, right? So
absolutely,
we recognize the value that's quick, that can be gained, and that's important.
Absolutely.
So this episode of Talent Talk and Strategy Stroll, sponsored by Meritas Leadership Academy. Meritas Leadership Academy offers a wide range of programs designed to develop and enhance various leadership skills. Our offerings include individual and team learning programs. Some of the programs that contribute to our academy is executive coaching one-on-one, manager development essentials, mental fitness coaching, managing direct reports, employee development essentials, navigating interpersonal dynamics. We help customers around the world develop teams and leaders at every level through our one-to-one coaching and leadership at scale programs that impact new managers, middle managers, experienced leaders, and the C-suite. Thank you for joining us for today's episode, Gratitude for the Past and for the Future. You can download Talent Talk and Strategy Stroll on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you like us, please follow us and engage with us and share with your friends. We will kick off season 2 of Talent Talk and Strategy Stroll the first week of 2024. Until next time, happy holidays from our family to yours. Wishing you more in 24.
I love it.
See you on the beach.
Yep. See you on the beach. Walk
It was a fun
carefully.
episode, Tim. Thanks.
Thank you, Mayor. See you in a bit.
All right. Bye-bye.